Section 3.5 Conclusion. I acknowledge that this section has been dense and rapid-fire in its presentation. However, what else can one expect from an attempt to define such substantial concepts within the confines of a small section of a volume? I trust that, despite the clumsiness of my attempts, some measure of edification has been achieved. For a more comprehensive exploration, I have elaborated on these ideas in greater detail in other volumes, and here I sought only to distill the essence of those arguments. To tie this back into the central theme of this volume, which explores the spiritual being and the literal or symbolic existence of God, I wish to address the pitfalls, at least in my view, that accompany an overly literal or overly symbolic understanding of God. Viewing God strictly as a literal being, one confined to the realm of reality as a sky father, may, understandably, offer a sense of security, purpose, and moral accountability. It affirms the existence of a divine being who actively engages in creation, fostering a direct relationship with a personal deity. Many of these aspects are indeed true, yet they can exist outside of a rigidly literal framework. The problem with this viewpoint, however, is that it can lead to anthropomorphism, reducing God to human characteristics and thereby limiting the divine to finite qualities. This diminishes God's transcendent nature and constricts our understanding of the infinite. On the other hand, treating God purely symbolically, as a mere representation of the highest ideal, may inspire aspirational growth, uniting believers in the pursuit of transcendence and moral excellence. Yet, an exclusively symbolic approach can lead to subjectivism and relativism, where objective truth becomes blurred. This interpretation eliminates the relationship between the divine and the individual, leaving the meaning of God's symbolism open to the whims of individual interpretation. In an ironic sense, both extremes fail in similar ways. The overly literal camp claims to know exactly what God is, while the overly symbolic camp, in its own way, claims to know what God symbolizes, with extreme pretentiousness. Both positions, in their certainty, seem to lack the humility required to acknowledge the ineffability of the divine. My belief is that God is the foundation of reality, and that reality, in its essence, is good. God is the ultimate measuring stick by which we can understand and measure the good. He desires that all his creation commune with this goodness, yet not all do, for free will, an inherently good gift, allows for choices contrary to this divine goodness. Because God is merciful, submission to him brings instant forgiveness and salvation. However, the pursuit of fully understanding his infinite goodness is an eternal endeavor, one that is bound to transcend the limits of our finite understanding.